Thai A visa approved. Yay! So we applied in Vietnam through the Ho Chi Minh Thai embassy. There's a lot of information out there and some of them is just like misguided. Tan is now applying as a spouse under me. So it's a little bit of a different process. I hope it... Hey guys, so today we are actually applying for the Destination Thailand Visa. We've been thinking about this for the last few months. We think we tick all the eligibilities, and after reading lots of info on Reddit and also some Facebook groups, we decided to give it a go. There's a lot of information out there and some of them is just like misguided. So we're going to run you through the requirements, the cost, and our real life experience, just so you know what we've done to get our visa. So what is a DTV and why do we want it? So essentially this is a game changer for the visas in Thailand, especially for digital nomads. Previously, a lot of digital nomads will have to do visa runs, but now this visa allows you to work legally, remote work legally in Thailand. You can stay up to 180 days each time and then you can re-enter, and there's multiple entry for up to 5 years. So that's super convenient for those who live in Thailand and live and work in Thailand a lot. For us, we want this because we really love Thailand. I think we see it as somewhere that we could stay longer term while we're still doing traveling. So this will make things a lot easier for us going forward. So you can basically apply for this visa anywhere in the world except for Thailand. Well, not anywhere in the world, anywhere that has a Thai embassy because it makes it easier for you if you do need to go see them for anything. But I'm pretty sure nowadays, most of it is done online. You submit everything online, and if they need anything else from you, it is communicated via emails. We are currently in Vietnam, in Da Nang. We chose this location because we have heard in Vietnam it's much easier to get approved, as well as I believe Taipei. That was another destination that we've heard it's easier, and we do love Vietnam as well. And we already sort of planned to stay here for a few months, so we thought, why not while we're here, give it a go. So how we're applying for this as a couple is we're actually applying through me as a main visa holder, and then Tan can apply under a spouse. So there are a few requirements if you're applying as a digital nomad, instead of like the soft power activities like cooking and learning Muay Thai and learning the language, I believe. Yeah. But we're doing it as remote workers. So the first thing is you do need to be at least 20 years old. And as always, your passport must have at least 6 months validity on it, but the visa lasts for 5 years. So we would recommend you have a passport that is beyond 5 years, so then you don't have to reapply when your passport runs out. You also do need a copy of your passport photo that's taken in the last 6 months. The next one's quite important. It's proof of location. This is different from your permanent residential address. Our permanent residential address is in Australia, but we're currently in Vietnam. And lastly, you just need to provide your financial evidence. So this is, I believe, is 500,000 baht in the bank for at least the last 3 months. So you do need to provide that bank statement.
And then after Kathleen gets her visa, I will apply for my spouse application. So for me to be able to do that, I need the success application from Kathleen, my financial evidence of 500,000 baht, quite similar to Kathleen as well.
We're going to go through what we've done in providing those requirements for you. Okay, because we're applying for this as digital nomads / remote workers, there are a few documents you do need to gather before applying. This is probably the most nerve-wracking part for me because I want to be able to provide everything they want and need in one go, and not have to go back and forth and delay our approval process. So yeah, like I said, after countless reading online, Reddit information, Facebook groups, I've decided this is probably the best way for us, and this is what I'm going to provide them. So first thing I'm going to gather. So by the way, this needs to be done. So actually backtrack a little bit. On the website, they have a section. It's actually quite simple. It looks really simple, but the more detail you give them, the better. So they have 5 sections. There's the eligibility, the information, travel information, and then supporting documents. In the supporting documents, you've got 5 sections. Your passport photo, your passport, that's already provided in the travel information, so that's fine. And then you need document indicating current location, financial evidence, which is your statement, and then number 5 is your supporting documents, what I'm gathering right now. So for me, because I run my own online consulting business for the wedding industry, I used to be a wedding dress designer, for those of you who do not know. I now help businesses and creative entrepreneurs set up their admin, deal with processes, and also sales strategies and sales development. So I need to provide a business registration document from Australia. So I had to actually look this up through ABN. Yeah, I think it was ABN. I did this a few months back. It wasn't that hard. It looked really hard because the website was super clunky. So if you're from Australia, the ABN lookup, you should have an account if you go to register ABN, and you'll be able to download your document there. So that's what I'm going to give them. I'm also going to give them some of my key contracts with my core clients, just so they could see that the business is active. I do have clients, and I'm also going to go as far as highlighting the parts where I have a term in my contract that says I'm able to work anywhere and I'm not tied to a location. So I'm going to show them that as well, just to further prove that I am a remote worker. And then I'm going to also provide them with a business profile. So I do have a website, so I'm going to give them that has everything, or like my services, my about page, all those kind of stuff they need to, again, prove I am a legit business. Proof of monthly income as well. So I'm just going to give them a couple of key invoices from my core clients, and just to show them, yes, this is an active business. And then also I'm actually going to do a cover letter. I don't think this is 100% necessary, but like I said, I'm just going to cover all my bases. I have seen online that people have done cover letters just stating like a bit more about like the business proposition, and also just stating that they will not be engaging with Thai companies and Thai clients while they're in Thailand. I think that's probably really important, because your visa only allows you to work remotely for clients outside of Thailand. So I'm going to include that as well. I'm putting all of this together. This section is going to be quite lengthy, but they only allow you to put one document in. So you're going to have to merge everything together in one PDF and submit that. It also needs to be under a certain size. So I don't know, fingers crossed I can do it, but that's what I'm doing now. So I'm using between Adobe and Canva to kind of like put everything together. So let's go. Okay, I think I just created like the most beautiful PDF you've ever seen for this application, with my business profile, screenshots of my website, client agreements, and some recent client invoices. But I also need to provide another document, which is proof of your current location. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to look for the Vietnam entry stamp on my passport, take a photo of that, and we also got a copy of our apartment lease here as well. So we're going to provide that as well, just to show that we're here. Tan's actually in the background taking photos of our contract. Make it nice and clear, please. And then once that's done, I'll just attach that PDF, and then I'm going to hit submit, and fingers crossed. I'm actually so nervous. I don't know why. It wasn't really hard at all. Like, honestly, it was not. I think the key is just like have everything ready and then like good to go. But I don't know why I'm so nervous. I don't think I've ever applied for a long stay visa before. That's why. Gosh. Yeah, anyways. Okay, I think I've got everything. I've submitted it. They've accepted it, so that means my file size is good. Now I'm going to pay for it. So it says here that I have, after completing online payment, applicants should receive confirmation email together with an e-receipt. The process should take about 15 minutes. Alternatively, you can download the e-receipt once payment is successfully processed. So I've triple checked everything, make sure all the information's right, make sure all the PDF's done right. So I don't know, I'm so nervous. I'm going to pay for it, and let's find out how much it costs. Okay, so you tick which one you want to pay for, and then you proceed to payments. It's 340 USD for this. I believe whether you're successful or not, this fee is non-refundable. So I think I've done pretty well. So I'm going to back myself and just click pay now. Okay, I'm just paying now. Just saw an email come through from the Thai embassy. It's a status of my DTV visa since I provided extra documents. That was 2 days ago. So that was, I believe, what day is it? Thursday. I did that on Tuesday. So let's see whether it's been successful or they want something else, or I don't know. Okay. Okay, opening. It says e-visa application status. Open. Thai e-visa approved! Yay! Oh, that's cool. That was so bloody quick. The whole process, a week? 5 working days, pretty much. Because we did it late last week and then they asked for something, extra document on Tuesday and then now Thursday, and I've been approved. Oh my God, this is so cool. So it's basically a piece of paper and it's a PDF attached, and I think that's your visa. That's it. Like you print that off and that's part of your, it's got a little QR code on it. It's got my photo on it. It's got all my details, my passport number, the actual visa type, valid from and valid until. Obviously, the condition of the visa is employment prohibited, as in like working for Thai companies. So that's totally fine because we're freelance for clients outside of Thailand. But yay! Now, okay, because I got my visa, Tan is now applying as a spouse under me. So it's a little bit of a different process. I hope it's easier because you don't have to provide things like your work portfolio, your client invoices, and I don't think you need a proof of income. However, I think you still need your finance requirement, which is the same as the original holder. So that 500,000 baht still applies for Tan. Cool. We're just gonna do his and hopefully he gets it. Otherwise, I'll leave it without him. No, I won't. Okay, it's his turn. We're on that website. So
Just apply for mine.
that's the website. So he's got the supporting documents there, page. What else do you need in there?
I mean, just the usual, the passport, photo, current location, financial evidence, which is bank statement for the last 3 months, no less than 500,000 Thai baht. And the sponsor letter, I'm not sure what the sponsor letter
I think the sponsor letter will probably come from me since I'm sponsoring him. So I'm going to write a letter basically stating that, you know, I've been approved, the proof of income, all of that, it's all great. And I'm going to be responsible for his finance. So I'm going to be supporting him, and he will still show his bank balance of the minimum savings. So that way we're covering all bases so they can see that yes, he's got savings, but also he will be supported going forward as well. I think they just want to know that you're not going to come and then, you know, work illegally and do dodgy things, which is totally fair enough. Yeah, because in the next section it asks for like the DTV visa of the DTV holder, which is me. And proof of relationship. We have a marriage certificate, so that's good. That's all. That's really all you need. And if you're sponsoring children, you just need like their birth certificate and certificate of adoption if they're not your biological child, which is exactly what it says here. I'm just reading word for word. But there's not a lot of information out there for the spousal DTV application. So we actually weren't sure what to expect until we got to this page. But it looks simpler than what I had to provide. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna apply for his and fingers crossed it doesn't take long and we get our visa.
Well, I'll stay in Vietnam.
You can say, you would love it. We'll do long distance. You can come for a month. You get a visa exam for a month. Or is it still 2 months for Australian citizens? I can't remember. But anyway.
Oh, I got an email from Thai embassy about the visa. I'm just gonna jump on the computer and check it. Alright. E-visa application status.
I'm kind of nervous.
Approved! Yay! So it has been, let's say I applied for it on the last week, on last Wednesday, the 30th of July, and I didn't hear anything from them for a whole week. And today is this Wednesday, 6th of August. I got the email back, approved, everything's good. They didn't ask for any extra documentation or so very smooth sailing. That's good.
We did it.
We did it. So the Thai visa, ready to go.
So there you have it, guys. We both got our DTV for Thailand. Very, very excited. It was I think like we put a lot more like stress and anxiety on it than the actual process. It was actually quite simple and short, super short. So we applied in Vietnam through the Ho Chi Minh Thai embassy. We have read that is the easiest one, and from our experience, it was.
It was actually a lot quicker than I expected because you told me it's gonna take like 2 or 3 months.
I don't know. You read other people's experience, and some people say it takes them 2 months and 3 months, and I guess everybody's circumstance is different. So I got my visa through my work, and then I used the approval of my visa for Tan. So Tan ended up applying it through as a spouse. So I know like there's not a lot of information out there about the spousal part of it, and also as a freelancer as well, like if you own your own business, how do you make the application process a bit easier and what kind of things you should provide? There's heaps out there, but what we thought might be helpful is because our experience was so smooth and we felt like we had everything we needed. We're gonna actually create a little guide and with some templates in there for you. You can download it in the description below, and hopefully that will help you guys apply for your Destination Thailand visa. See you guys in Thailand.